What if a robot could copy 90% of real human movement and expressions? Would it still feel like a machine? That is exactly why a new humanoid robot from China is making people stop and stare after being revealed in Shanghai. Called Moya, this robot feels uncomfortably close to real life, and it is pushing many to ask whether robots are starting to cross a line. Most humanoid robots still look like machines wearing human clothes. Moya does not follow that path. It was built by a Chinese robotics company called DroidUp, and the goal was never to make a robot that looks flashy or futuristic. The goal was to make something that feels socially human. Moya is not cartoon-like. It is not exaggerated. It does not look like a sci-fi character. The design sits in a strange middle ground where the brain keeps asking, is this a person or not? That reaction alone shows how different this robot is. In viral videos from China, Moya is seen maintaining steady eye contact, giving small smiles, nodding while listening, and walking with a calm and balanced posture. These are not dramatic movements, they are subtle, and that is what makes them powerful. Humans read tiny facial changes without thinking. A slight lift of the cheek, a small pause before a smile, or a soft eye movement can completely change how an interaction feels. DroidUp claims Moya can reproduce these micro-expressions, and that is a huge step forward. Does this level of realism feel exciting or unsettling? One major reason Moya looks so real is its body design. This robot is built close to average adult human size. It stands about 1.65 meters tall, roughly 5 feet 5 inches, and weighs around 32 kilograms. That weight is surprisingly low for a humanoid robot, which suggests the use of lightweight materials and smart internal engineering. Even with that low weight, the robot does not look fragile. The torso, arms, legs, and posture all follow natural human proportions. This helps avoid the toy-like appearance seen in many other humanoids. Another detail that stands out is body temperature. Most robots feel cold because they are metal and plastic. Moya is different. Its surface temperature stays between 32 and 36 degrees Celsius, very close to normal human skin temperature. That means standing near it does not feel like standing next to a machine. This small detail can deeply affect comfort levels during long interactions. A warm presence feels familiar. A cold one feels distant. DroidUp clearly understands the psychology behind human interaction. Walking is one of the hardest skills for humanoid robots, but Moya aims to change that with a 92% similarity to real human gait focused on rhythm, flow, and posture. Instead of stiff steps, the movement feels calm and social, with smooth weight shifts, gentle arm swings, and a steady head. In videos, the walk no longer feels mechanical, and the brain slowly stops seeing a machine and starts sensing a presence. Online reactions were sharply divided, with many calling Moya the future of assistants and service robots in hospitals, schools, and hotels. Others felt uneasy, describing the robot as creepy, a classic sign of the uncanny valley, where something feels almost human but not fully right. As robots move closer to realism, this emotional tension grows stronger, raising the question of whether fear fades once such technology becomes normal. DroidUp has not shared full technical details yet. There is no deep breakdown of processors, sensors, or internal AI models. That silence is adding to curiosity. Some reports suggest that Moya may be built on something called a Walker 3 chassis. This raised eyebrows because the name Walker is usually linked to another Chinese robotics company called UB Tech. So far, no official connection has been confirmed. What is known is that Moya uses a modular design. This means the outer appearance, including the face and surface features, can be changed without rebuilding the entire robot. This is important for business use. A hospital may want a softer look. A hotel may want a professional one. Education settings may want something friendly. Flexibility like this makes commercial use much easier. Moya is not designed for factories or warehouses. It is not meant to lift heavy boxes or work in extreme conditions. The focus is clearly on human-facing environments. DroidUp sees Moya being used in places where social interaction matters. Think of reception desks, healthcare support, education, customer service, and guided assistance.
In these spaces, how a robot feels is just as important as what it can do. According to reports from Chinese media, Moya could enter the market by late 2026. The expected starting price is around 1.2 million Japanese yen, which places it firmly in the premium category. This is not a home gadget. This is an institutional system meant for businesses and organizations.
While Moya focuses on realism, another Chinese humanoid robot recently showed strength in the opposite direction. A robot called G1, developed by Unitree Robotics, completed a long autonomous walk in extreme cold. This happened in Xinjiang's Altai region, where temperatures dropped to -47 degrees Celsius. In such conditions, batteries struggle, joints freeze, and electronics fail. Yet G1 walked more than 130,000 steps across snow while tracing a large Winter Olympics emblem. To survive, engineers dressed the robot in an insulated jacket and protected its joints with covers. Navigation was handled using China's satellite system with very high accuracy. The robot adjusted its path in real time to deal with uneven, icy ground. G1 is smaller than Moya, standing about 127 centimeters tall and weighing 35 kilograms. It uses multiple joint motors, depth cameras, LiDAR sensors, and a quick-swap battery system. Despite harsh conditions, it kept moving. This shows how different humanoid robots are being built for very different roles. In Shenzhen, a humanoid robot named Iron made headlines for a very human reason. It fell during a public mall demo after walking and interacting confidently. The moment went viral, even though Iron is a full-scale humanoid with 62 active joints, advanced hands, a flexible spine, and AI trained on thousands of hours of human motion data. The incident proved one thing clearly: even advanced humanoid robots are still learning, and public spaces leave no room for mistakes. Behind all these robots, engineers are rethinking how movement works. Traditional robotic joints are stiff and energy-hungry. Human joints are not. Researchers have started designing joints inspired directly by the human knee, using rolling contact instead of simple hinges. These designs allow smoother motion and better force handling with less energy. Tests showed massive improvements in alignment and strength using the same motors. This kind of research is quietly shaping the future of humanoid robots, even if it does not make headlines. Moya is not just another robot. It represents a shift. A shift from robots as tools to robots as social beings. That does not mean emotions or consciousness. It means presence, comfort, and interaction. China is clearly investing across many directions. Some robots are built for realism, some for strength, some for learning in public. Together, they paint a clear picture of where things are heading. The line between human and machine is not being crossed suddenly. It is being blurred slowly, one small movement at a time. And as robots like Moya become more common, one big question remains. When robots start feeling human, will people treat them like tools or like something more? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.